good evening, good day, or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. Hi, how are you? If you are returning to my channel, welcome back. I missed you. Thank you so much for supporting me. And if you are new to my channel, hi. This is a channel where we go over eczema and makeup, and mostly colorful makeup because unfortunately I find neutrals to be very boring. But we are on the search for the perfect neutral palette that will get me interested in neutrals. Anyways, today we are going into the Oden's Eye Solmåne eyeshadow palette. Now, Oden's Eye is an indie makeup brand from Sweden, and I'm part Swedish, so I am very excited to try this. But before I forget, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that little notification bell if you would like a notification for when I upload a video. Okay, let's get into this. In preparation for trying out this palette, which is beautiful, ethereal, fairy, gorgeous, I am trying to go from a more ethereal, fairy, gorgeous look with my hair and my earrings. Not my shirt as much, I might change it, but and my rings. I might take them off though because it's really hot outside and my fingers are already starting to swell. We don't have air conditioning in the house and it's in the 90s, I think. Let me check. What's the temperature today? 90. Exactly. Fun. So, we are going into this gorgeous palette. Now, I've already swatched it, and I will put a photo of my swatches here. This is a gorgeous palette, and it is called Solmåne because it is the sun and the moon. I believe Sol and man is Swedish for sun and moon, and it is gorgeous. You have duochromes and oh no! An entire shade just plopped out, a very, very beautiful duochromy shade, and I managed to put it back in because it plopped out as like the whole round pan, and I was able to put this note card underneath and then scoop it back in. But I'm not going to hold this up anymore because it broke, and it's this shade right here. So this is about as far as I'm going to hold it up now because I haven't even gotten to try it yet and a shade already broke. I'm so sad. I was going to use the mirror that is provided in this palette, but because of what just happened, I am going to use my own now. And now I have glitter, I don't know if you can tell, all up and down my arms and my hands because I didn't know what else to do with all the shimmer on my hands. So, disaster averted, I'm going to go into my all-time favorite eyeshadow primer, which is the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. This is the only eyeshadow primer I've found that works for the weirdness that is my eyelids. Kind of oily-ish here, super dry up here and above, to the point of being flaky. So I usually use a flat brush and go into this. I don't like to use my fingers because my fingers have oil on them and whatever I had from earlier in the day, if I picked up anything, and I don't want to irritate my eczema even more than it already is or was. So I also like how this just blocks out any redness that I might have from my eczema, because boy, is that something I am insecure about. Plus, when I have that redness there and then I try to blend in a different color, it ends up looking different because I have this red haze around it. So, not fun. Going in on the other side. Now, if you guys know me, you know I love purple. My walls are purple. My favorite color is purple. I have so many purple bracelets. I love purple. I also love red. Red is great too, but I love purple more for like eye looks on my eyes. And this has a perfect lilac purple shade that I really want to try called, I'm being so careful with this now. I'm not even going to try and say these names because they're in Swedish and I speak a little Swedish. And by a little, I mean, jag talar svenska, mannen äter sugar, kvinnan äter kaffe. All I said was, I speak Swedish. Man eats sugar. Woman eats coffee. Duolingo, everyone. What I can tell, this shade is called LJUS, Lejus. I am so sorry for butchering this language to any native Swedish speakers. I'm sorry. I'm going into that shade because I love it. With my ColourPop E17 brush. Ooh. Not sure if you can tell. I'm trying to make it level. That's a bit of kickback. Not as much as my ColourPop palette, so not too bad, but a bit of kickback all the same. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is my dream shade. I am in love with this purple. I could hate the rest of this palette, which I probably won't. And I would keep it just for this shade, to be completely honest. It's incredible. It's not going anywhere. Ooh, we're doing that again. Yes. Yes. Give me that pigment. Give me that soft blendability. Yes. Oh my gosh. So in love. This is honestly so far better than my ColourPop purples. Oh my gosh. I just got chills. I might propose to that shade. We could be soulmates. I know this is a little abnormal. I don't normally do this, but I wanted to do a shade comparison for this purple because I'm so in love with it, because I don't have another purple like it. So this is my e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. This was $14, and it came with this purple. Like, this whole row right here, like this little area, is really what pulled me in to buy this palette. And this purple does not have the greatest pigment, but when you build it up, it's still good. So let me show you. There's that purple. This is the Solmåne purple. You see that? And then this is my Pride and Joy Lilac You A Lot palette, which I have to be really careful about because this shade shattered. And this is the shade that we're going to be swatching. Okay, so these are two different tones, but you can see that this is way more pigmented and is just better than both of these similar shades. I mean, I'm astounded. Honestly, I kind of just want to cover my entire lids in that purple and then throw on some mascara and call it a day. I would honestly do that. But because this is a review and we're trying out the entire palette, that's not what we're gonna do. So next, we are going into this dark brown matte, the only dark matte that is in here. This is a dark shimmery color, but honestly, it kind of confuses me because when I try to do anything, like, do you even see any, like, there's barely any color on there. Nothing, and that does not match that. So, going into this brown. Little bit of kickback still, not too bad. Wow, that's pigmented. Much deeper than I thought that was gonna be. We need to blend, Going in with my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. I should not have been surprised based on that purple how pigmented this was going to be. Oh my gosh, this blends like a dream. Oden's eye, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to try more from them. Okay, I'm going in again into that same shade, and I'm not gonna show you because I'm lazy like that. Then I'm going to put it right here. Could easily really deepen this up and make it a sultry, smoky look, but it's daytime and I want to look like an ethereal flower fairy, so this is what we're doing instead. Wow. There is one of my all-time favorite movies growing up was Anastasia from 21st Century Fox. Well, it wasn't a Disney movie, now it is. And there was this bat named Bartok, and at the end he gets kissed by another bat, and he goes, "Wow, I tell you what, wow." That's how I'm feeling right now. Okay, now I'm going to go into that shattered shade right there. I'm not even going to bother trying to figure out the names of it. I'm sorry. So just taking it with a brush first, and then we'll try my finger afterwards. You guys know the drill by now. Gosh, this is gorgeous. Even if it was more intense with my fingers, this is just a stunning light wash on its own. And going in again for the other side. If you can't tell, I am absolutely head over heels with this palette, except for that one shade that I told you about, the dark blue looking one that does nothing. So I'm going to go in with my finger back into that shimmer shade. Oh wow, amped up the pigment. Yup. Amped up the shine. Duochrome, kind of like a pinky, yellowy green. Would that be a multichrome then? Yes, yes it would. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I'm so in love. I'm going to take my ColourPop E20 brush and go into this super light shimmer right here, this white kind of yellowy green shimmer. Taking it on my brush first. I like this little tiny brush because it's a little detail brush, and I usually use it to get right there when my finger or my pinky can't. Oh, that is stunning on its own. But you know what we're going to try next, don't you? Finger again. Oh, wow. Va va voom. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of my face and come back to finish this look up, and then after that give you my final thoughts on it, but I'm sure you can tell what my final thoughts are, so it's not much of a surprise. Okay, I just did my full face, and now I'm back to finish this up. We're going back with that E17 brush into that gorgeous purple that I am in love with. Oh my gosh. On my under eyes. Taking the blending brush. Blending that out. I don't want this to be too dark of a look because, like I said, ethereal fairy, so going slightly, the slightest bit, just like the little tappiest of that brown again in my E21 brush. Just right there. Again on the other side, just the slightest. Blend that out. I'm going to go back into that white shimmer that I just put on my finger right there to bring that inner corner highlight down just a little bit more. Alright, allow me to put on some mascara and some lipstick and I'll finish out this look. Okay, you guys, here's the final look. I feel like I've really achieved what I was hoping for with the ethereal fairy vibe. I am in love with this palette. This is very quickly skyrocketed to one of my top palettes. Then again, I've only tried 4 shades of the 12 which is only a third, but if I am in love with a third of a palette, and it's this small, I mean, I don't think I'm going to end up hating any of these shades. Obviously, I'm going to end up playing around with it more. You'll probably see it in palette roulettes and shop my stashes and stuff like that. But this is amazing, and I would recommend all of you to go buy it. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all just had such a wonderful time watching this tutorial and joining me with going through this and finding the perfect purple for me. I love you all. Mwah. See you next time. Bye.